All right, guys, so I got my first copyright strike. Now, this was on my most recent video, Dragon Ball Super Broly reaction. It was my first time watching it, and I decided, hey, let me throw up a movie reaction like I did with Luca, The Fast and the Furious, and with The Purge. Unfortunately, that was a mistake. I did end up getting a copyright strike for this video. I had a Captain America, the First Avenger commentary and reaction lined up, but I decided let me just hold on that, get through this copyright strike situation, make sure I'm presenting the content in a way that is within the bounds of fair use and also within YouTube's rules, guys, because man, you don't want to get 3 copyright strikes. You will end up getting your channel closed if you get 3. So I decided to take a quick break off of that reaction today, repackage it, make sure again it falls within the bounds of fair use on commentary and critique, then come back and then I will present that content to you. But for now, I'm just gonna wait on that one and put that one on hold. Not to worry though, I'll still be reacting to Loki. Once Superman and Lois returns, I'll be right back on that. And of course, once things like Hawkeye pop up, I will be reacting to those as well. I just gotta be for sure on these movie reactions. I may move away from them and start covering news a little bit more and move away from the actual movie reactions themselves because I don't want to see another copyright strike. I wanted to offer a couple tips just in case this does happen to you because I know it could be a very scary thing, but let's go through a couple tips on what to do when you get that first copyright strike, if you get that first copyright strike, and how it'll look in the actual YouTube studio. First and foremost though, don't panic. That's gonna come through. That first strike is gonna happen, and again, definitely just be triple sure that you are within the fair use bounds. And if you believe you do, definitely respond to the actual notification. So there are 2 ways you can do that. You can actually directly contact the claimant, so you can like email them, or you can counter claim the claim, and I will advise against counterclaiming unless you are 100% sure you fall within that copyrighted fair use, because let me tell you, they can get litigation involved and it can get really messy really quickly. So definitely just be 100% sure that you have fair use if you want to counterclaim. But most of the time you can just contact the actual striker, the person who put in the claim, and then you can have a conversation with that person and hopefully they can just remove the strike for you. If not, strikes do go away within 90 days, so you should be in the clear about 3 months from when the strike happens. My second tip is to make sure it is for sure under that fair use banner. Now, there are 2 types of fair use, and that is criticism or critique or anything that falls kind of into the commentary bin, or parody. And I will provide a link down in the description to Stanford that will go into more detail on what both of these mean. But essentially, if you're having a commentary on a piece of copyrighted work, or if you're doing a parody on it, like say for instance, I do like a YouTube video where I am pretty much reenacting the Pokemon theme song and bringing my own juices and jokes to that copywritten material, then I would be able to actually have it under fair use, and there would be no way that they could take me down because it is a parody. And the same goes for commentary. If I were to actually be critiquing the work and not including any audio from the work, that again is fair use. And there's other instances of copyright as well, so definitely be sure to just search up fair use and be sure that your work falls under that. And then third, like I was saying earlier, take action. Be sure to just either do nothing, which is something that you could do, reach out to the person who submitted the claim, which I would recommend doing that and just kind of chatting it through with them. You know, let them know, hey, I was just commentating on this video. This was a reaction, a review of the piece, whatever it might be. Definitely reach out to them and just explain the situation. And I've heard some claimants will actually just remove the claim. I heard some people may, you know, deny it and say, hey, you used our copyrighted work, there's no way. I feel like that's a pretty win-win situation in the sense that you probably won't get charges pressed on you for reaching out unless you're just a big jerk over email. But most of you watching this won't be. So in the case that you do, definitely reach out over email, see if you can get that claim removed. And then the third option obviously is to counterclaim, which I would advise against this one unless you have had a conversation with them, they're being really difficult, and you know for a fact that your work falls under fair use for copyright. So then you can just counterclaim and YouTube can either be on your side or not. whatever happens, happens, but they can get legal litigation involved. So just a warning there, that one's pretty dangerous. But guys, thank you so much for checking out my video. I hope that you don't get a copyright claim and you don't have to deal with this, but I will definitely be just taking action by reaching out to the claimant and making sure, hey, you know, this was a work that was just, honestly, in my opinion, I think it's more of commentary, just a critique of the work. But hey, I understand that these reactions could look like a way to present the content without having actually worked on it. So I understand, but I'll be submitting my own little contact info to this claimant. Guys, thank you so much for coming out to this video today. I hope again that you don't have to deal with this, and we will see you next time on Geekly Goods.